Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing an Oreo chiffon cake recipe. We'll be using the chiffon pan. This is how it looks like. This is a 22 cm chiffon pan. Oreo, of course we need Oreo. I will share with everyone what are the ingredients needed for this recipe. Okay, let's start now. Remember, do not oil the chiffon cake pan. We're going to leave it as it is. No oil, no water. Set it aside. Okay, for this recipe, there is part A and part B. Part A will be the egg yolk batter, and the other one is egg white. We're going to whisk it into stiff peak, and we're going to fold it into the yolk batter. So now, before that, we need to prepare the Oreo cookies. I remove the cream in between and set it aside. These are for the decoration. And without cream, also put it in the plastic bag or any of the Ziploc bag. Put it inside and crush it using a rolling pin. Okay. You need this as well. Okay, before I start, I'm going to preheat the oven. I'll be using, just hold on. I'll be using the top and bottom heat only. I'll be setting it at 160 degrees Celsius, top and bottom. And I'm going to preheat for only 10 minutes. Okay, so top and bottom, heat only mode. Heat 160 top and bottom, 160 degrees Celsius, 10 minutes. Start. Okay, let's start now. Okay, I'm using my favorite KT 7600 stand mixer from InnoFood. Okay, and I'm going to mix with the cream beater, silicone cream beater. This side here is going to scrape the side of the bowl, so we don't have to do manual scraping so much. Okay, I'll be using the stainless steel bowl because I'm keeping the ice bowl for my egg white later. Okay, first we'll be adding egg yolk into the mixing bowl and sugar. I'm using caster sugar. Okay, I'm going to mix it. Make sure the sugar dissolves. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. Seed 4. I'll be zooming it in and show everyone how the stand mixer works. Okay, sugar is dissolved. So next, I'm going to add the milk, oil, okay, combine everything. Okay. Just scrape this a bit. Next, I'll be sifting the salt into the mixing bowl. Okay, I'm going to continue mixing. Speed 4. Okay, let me scrape a bit. Make sure the bottom is well mixed as well. Okay, 3, 4. Clean this up a bit. Next, we'll be adding the flour. I'm going to sieve the flour directly into the bowl. Okay. Sieve to remove lumps or anything dirty. Okay, continue mixing. Speed 1, always remember, start with speed 1 when you have flour in the mixing bowl, or else it will fly everywhere. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to scrape a bit. This stand mixer can knead up to 2 kg of dough. It's a 7-liter stand mixer and mixing bowl. Okay, continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to mix it for a while more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mix till it becomes a smooth batter. Okay, I'm going to show everyone. Okay, done. Okay, next I'll be whisking the egg white. Okay, this is the ice bowl from Innofood, patented design ice bowl. I'm going to use the ice bowl to whisk the egg white because it's able to maintain a lower temperature because there is a cooling agent in between of the wall of this bowl. So what do we do next? Egg white into the bowl. We'll need to whisk the egg white to stiff peak, and I'll be using the balloon whisk attachment. Okay, I'm going to start now. Okay, I'm going to attach this. I'm going to start with speed 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to whisk it until the surface becomes frothy. Then we can add the cream of tartar. I'm going to show everyone what does it mean by frothy on the surface. Can you see all the bubbles like froth like here on the surface? Okay, I'm going to add the cream of tartar. What is cream of tartar? It's actually an ingredient to stabilize the egg yolk when you whisk it. If you are confident enough to do without it, you can go ahead, or you can use a tablespoon of lemon juice if you like. Okay, I'm going to continue. Speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you see the cream of tartar has dissolved, you can start adding sugar 1 tablespoon at a time. Always remember to add sugar gradually, slowly, so that it's dissolved in the egg whites. Okay, I'm going to add the next one. Okay, I'm going to use speed 6 for now to show everyone the gradual changes when we whisk the egg whites. Okay, I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon. Okay, I'm going to show everyone how it looks like now. Of course, it's not ready yet. Okay, I'm going to mix the bottom just in case there is sugar at the bottom. Okay, attach it back. Continue with speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1 more tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to add the last tablespoon of sugar. I'll show everyone how it looks like now. Okay, this is how it looks like now. Okay, I'm going to use speed 8 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? Okay. Still not ready. Not even soft baked yet. I'm going to stir a bit. Make sure there is no sugar underneath of the bowl. Okay, attach it back. Okay, speed 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to whisk it to stiff peak. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stir it a bit more. To make sure everything is mixed properly, there is no sugar underneath. Not ready yet. I'm going to whisk a bit more. Okay. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to touch it back. Continue whisking at speed 8. Okay, I'm going to check. I don't want it to be over whisked. And we have problems later. We have to use extra eggs for this. Okay, almost. I'm going to whisk it a bit more before I use it for folding into the yolk batter. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stir it. Make sure all well mixed. Okay. Done. Stiff bake. Okay. Next, I will be folding into the egg yolk batter. Okay. Before I fold the egg white, the whisked egg white into the yolk batter, I'm going to add some flour into the crushed Oreo. By doing this, the crushed Oreo cookies will not sink in the batter. It will be mixed evenly later on after we bake in the cake. I'm going to show everyone later. Okay, that's all. Okay, now folding. I'm going to take about quarter of the meringue. Okay, I'm going to fold it. Actually not folding, just mix. Why do I do this? So when we add in the meringue later for folding, it will be easier. And it's not going to be too concentrated, too thick, you know, the batter. Okay. Take half. Half of this. Okay. Now I'm going to start folding. I've shared this in my earlier videos on how I usually fold. One big round, cut in the middle, one big round. It's good for starter to do this, for newbies. Then rotate, cut in the middle, one big round, then rotate, okay? Once you see the whites has been mixed, see, I'm going to add in more meringue. If you don't own an ice bowl, you may need to chill the egg whites before whisking, so it will form into stiff bake safely and properly. With the ice bowl, I don't have to do so. Okay, done. I'm going to continue. Folding this way, gently. Till you don't see any streak of egg white. Okay, I have a little more in the bowl. Okay. Next, I'm going to add the crushed Oreo cookies, and I've added some flour earlier. I'm going to fold in. Okay, done. Next, I'm going to get the pan ready. Remember the Oreo cookies, which I shared that you have to remove the cream. Place it underneath. Okay, this way. 2, 3. Okay, we need about 7 pieces. Okay, now, next I'm going to pour the batter in. Okay, I'm going to use a soup spoon to transfer the batter into the pan. Why I do this? Because if I pour it directly now, the cookies will move from its position. So okay, now I'm going to pour everything in. I'm going to rotate this. Okay. A bit more. Okay, I'm going to finish up. And next will be baking time. Okay, baking time. I'm just going to knock it once, twice to remove the air bubbles. This is my glove. Push it back in. Okay, I'll be using the top and bottom heat only mode, 160 top and bottom. I'm going to bake 50 minutes, 50. Okay, start. Okay, cake is done. Okay, take it out. Smells wonderful. I'm not going to talk much now. I'm going to invert it this way. This my cake pan has this 3 stands, so I don't need to use a back of the glass to support the pan. Okay, why do we invert the cake pan? As you know, for chiffon cake, the cake tends to shrink after we remove from the oven after baking. So by doing so, the cake will not collapse as much, and with the gravity helps, the cake will stand taller as much as possible. That's why we invert the pan for any chiffon cake. So I'm going to let it cool as much as possible now, and remove the cake later and show everyone how the cake looks like. Okay, the next step we'll be removing the cake from the pan. Okay, there are few ways of removing it. You can always use a spatula, cut at the side, or you can use your hand to press. Okay, but I'm going to use the spatula today. I'm going to try to release the cake from the side. You can use a small knife, skewer. You can use your hand to release it as well. Okay, I forgot to mention this. I'm using a 22 cm pan. You can always use smaller pan, 20 cm. Then the cake will be taller. And you need to bake slightly longer if you're using a 20 cm pan. Okay, try to use my hand to push this way. Okay, let's try to, okay, see. Alright, okay, we're going to release this part now. You can use a knife to cut, you can do this way, okay? Right, transfer to a plate. Let me, okay. I'm going to clean up and show everyone how the cakes look like. Okay, look, it's done. So if you use the 22 cm, the height is about this. If you're using 20, it's going to be taller. Baking time will be longer. Okay, I'm going to slice. And show everyone how it looks like inside. Look at this. It's soft and fluffy. Okay, our Oreo chiffon cake is ready, done. There is no leavening agent used for the cake. So what makes the chiffon cake rises? It's the meringue. So whisking the meringue is very important step for baking fluffy, soft, yummy chiffon cake. So I'll see everyone very soon. Happy baking!